Hey everybody, Del Carpio here, and I wanted to reflect for a moment on this great resignation that's been so much a part of the world of work and labor shortages in 2021. In the United States alone, in 2021, more than 20 million Americans have resigned from their positions. Sometimes there was early retirement at play, sometimes it was actually people leaving the workforce altogether. Women in particular, in record numbers, have left to balance some of the invisible work that exists on the home front as well, or handle all the amount of uncertainty that exists for our children today in an ongoing pandemic situation. But for still others, the Great Resignation was not about leaving the workforce. It was about leaving a job or a company that was not in tune with the way that the world is changing. Leaving for opportunities that afford greater flexibility, greater personal benefits, not just packages of benefits, not just the dollars, right? As well as for those individuals who actually changed careers altogether, reflecting not only on what would give them greater pay, greater stability in a changing economy, but perhaps even greater purpose. And certainly, as some organizations are now calling it, it is the great reshuffle, kind of a reallocation of our professional work lives and really looking at how we can reconfigure our professional lives. Definitely trends that will continue professionally in the workplace in 2022 are revealed through this ongoing sense of change. So certainly attraction, development, and retention of employees has always been important. And it's critical now if we really want to keep our best talent in an ongoing labor shortage. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, vital from the beginning, is now glaringly apparent that organizations that don't have it will not be able to attract and retain some of their best talent if they're not fostering inclusive environments, as well as a sense of well-being where there's greater flexibility and people are able to achieve a greater sense of balance or integration in terms of their work and their personal lives. But I think that beyond the Great Resignation or the Great Reshuffle, I really think this is an opportunity for us to have the great kind of reinvention for so many of us. If you are a leader, think about how many people are really driven by a sense of feeling cared for holistically in the workplace, a sense of purpose, where they can bring a greater sense of themselves to the table every day. Are you leveraging that enough? And if you're an individual, you have more choice than ever as an individual professional, right? There is more choice possible for you than ever as an individual professional. And in the midst of this massive revolution of work and life, the way that we work, the way that we live, we have the chance to rethink, reimagine, and reinvent who we are, our personal brand, the way that we think about ourselves in our work environment. So the place to begin as you go into this new year is to really think, how have I defined myself? What, beyond my title, how do I imagine that I'm having the greatest impact in the world around me? And as I go forward, is there something about my identity that I'm ready to leave behind? Is there something that I'm gonna leave in 2021, I don't need in 2022, and it's time to release it? So a place to begin is what truly ignites me and what am I ready to release? I hope that these questions are helpful for you to begin to think about how you may want to reinvent, recalibrate for greater impact. We'll see you in the new year.